Now, the Prime Minister has refused to go to Israel since the October 7 attacks. Other world leaders went there in a solidarity visit. He refused. Penny Wong eventually went there, and yet she wouldn't go to any of the sites in the south where Jews were butchered by Hamas. Well, I'm pleased to say that one of the regular guests on this program, Bridget McKenzie, along with another regular guest, James Patterson and Josh Frydenberg, are in Israel at the moment on a solidarity trip. Bridget McKenzie, who is about to join us right now, is on the site of the Supernova Music Festival, where hundreds of young, passionate, peace-loving Israelis were gunned down, slaughtered, and lost their lives, their final moments ending in terror. Bridget McKenzie joins us now live from Israel. Thank you, firstly, for making this trip, for taking the time. The Prime Minister won't. Penny Wong wouldn't go there. Bridget, what's your experience been like so far?
Yeah, Sharri, it's fantastic to be with you and with all your viewers, to be here on the site of the slaughter by Hamas on October the 7th, when so many young, passionate Israelis were gunned down. The parachuters came down behind us here. We've just found out that exits were blocked, and then the brutality was unleashed. We've, as a group, just been at kibbutz down the road, meeting with Danny Carboni, who grew up in Australia, in Sydney, and loves Perth, but his sister, an Australian citizen, died just down the road. And I think it is absolutely a privilege to be here, to stand with Israel in their time of need. And it is absolutely appalling that our Prime Minister will not come and stand with the community of Israel. To hear the story of the butchering that went on just down the road, to walk past house after house, to hear the story of loved ones and community members who'd been gunned down with random atrocities by terrorists, I think been a great privilege, but it's very moving. It's very humbling. And I think for all of us here on the coalition delegation, including James Patterson, Jacinta Price, Dan Tehan and others, is that we are unequivocal that we have to stand against totalitarianism, we have to stand against terrorism, we have to stand up for democracy and freedom and sovereignty. And that is why our political leaders, Penny Wong and Anthony Albanese, need to do better.
I completely agree with you, Bridget, and good on you again for being there. It looks like the PM and Penny Wong are going to roll over and restore funding to the now discredited UNRWA. What do you think of that move if they do go ahead with that?
Well, it's absolutely appalling, Sharri. I mean, we are 3K from the border here. We're hearing rockets all the time. When you talk to Israelis on the ground who are, under constant threat at the north and the southern borders, the fact that UNRWA has known terrorists within its framework and its organisation, that we're going to spend Australians' taxpayers' dollars on supporting that organisation. Of course, civilians and the humanitarian crisis in Gaza is something we're all concerned about. And that will only end when we can get Hamas out of the way, get the IDF into Rafah, get rid of those last battalions, and then demilitarise Gaza, and then absolutely start de-radicalising, so that once again, Palestinians and Israelis can live in peace. But while Hamas survives in the way it's existing and treating its own citizens in the way it has, then I'm backing the IDF all the way over coming weeks to finish the job.
Yeah. Well, Bridget McKenzie, stay safe over there, and we'll see you back on the show when you return to Australia. Thank you so much for joining us.